is going on, everybody?
Welcome back to 10 in the Pit.
Today, we are at 1404 Taylor Road in Owego, New York, home of the Owego Bowl and
10 in the Pit Pro Shop.
Today's video is...
Alrighty guys, today we're going to do that Roto-Grip X-Cell review. RG 2.50, differential 0.056, mass bias 0.019. Now fresh out of the box, this was a beast. Not even gonna lie to you, this ball was round, smooth. It made me very envious that Quentin got it first because it was very similar to the Evoke, and I love my Evoke, so I would have really probably liked this bowling ball. That being said, Quentin got it, two-handed. This was his big, strong, asymmetrical ball. This is his first one he's had, and
I haven't used it a ton, just enough for the review.
he's still fighting certain things. So if you've been following the channel along, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, not that long ago, right? 6 months ago, probably. If that, he went two-handed. He was one-handed. It is a work in progress. So what Quint's going to do, he's going to start up 10, work his way across the lane. He's not going to focus too much in the middle. He's going to give you a couple of shots, whether it carries or not. He's not going to stick there and try to force a ball to strike from everywhere. Then he's going to go to where he normally plays, which third arrow. So you're going to see a couple of quick shots, and he's going to get into the bowling ball review.
Oh, for sure. No. Strong, solid, asymmetrical from Roto-Grip. Up 20, he says, or up 10.
Very flat.
You can go Brooklyn.
Very flat. But that's what they're kind of looking at shape.
Right.
Even though you have a little bit more revs, you have more speed. So that's the kind of line they're looking at. They want a ball to play up 10. That's kind of what that's going to look like for them.
I was a little direct, I'll be honest, but either way. It's all reads. So even if I did get it outside, it's going mine. Okay. So I'm staying at 25. I'm going to try and get this in between second and third arrow. You saw that ball start to read in the mid lane. Strong ball. What it's going to do. So we're going to keep moving along. We went with a stronger layout on this too, didn't we?
I think this is the first one that I did the 3.5 right. Or the one I've been working on with Joey, right?
Yeah. So we went with a dual angle instead of the 2LS system on this ball. And this is the first ball that really flared for me. Testament to how strong the ball is for first ball. But, okay. So 32 between third and fourth. It was more in the oil, but you saw it comes back. It is a very round shape on the lane. I will admit that this ball has lost some of the surface. Basically any solid it's going to get lane shine. But in a way it tames the ball down so that it's more friendly to use. Okay, so that was 32. We're going to go to 35. I was outside of my mark, obviously, but you saw it. The ball saves enough energy to come back. The asymmetric core helps that. Stands up a little bit earlier, and then just rolls. Luckily, it has enough energy to carry all the way. Should we save comments for the end? Like if I like the ball or not?
Oh no, go talk right through it. Go.
So, the X-Cell, you really need to keep up on the maintenance if you still want it to be your biggest ball in your bag. It is definitely tamed down a little bit more than I wanted it to. Losing performance a little bit, especially from out of box. I'll be honest though, this ball doesn't like really big angles, right? It uses a lot of energy in the mid lane and it doesn't save enough for the back end. Does it read off the dry? Yes. Very much reminds me of HK22 when it comes to that. I can't say I've ever seen a strong SPI ball that has done that I know of, that I've thrown.
DNA.
But it's not strong.
No, it's not. It's not as strong.
Yeah. Like the cover's weaker on that.
In my opinion, the X-Cell likes to be played with more square on the edge of the bag. Not nice and dry, but nice and view and volume is where it succeeds, in my opinion.
See, right now I'm playing kind of in the oil though. It's not.
Correct, and I think if you go two boards to the right and play
Oh,
the
for
same
sure.
line,
Yeah.
it'd be money.
So that last shot, we were standing on 27 or 37. Sorry.
Get your reset button there.
I was standing on 37. Ball was in the oil most of the way down. Didn't quite have enough to come back. Sure, if I loft it, if I come off the side of it, it probably would. But that's not my game. So we're gonna move two back to the right. We're standing 35. Saves just enough to carry all the pins. Very light mixer right there. Right now, in the state of this ball, I like playing right around third arrow, maybe just inside of third arrow. It's not a big angle ball. To be honest, not a lot of solids are. Now, if you follow the channel and you see that I got the Harsh Reality Pearl, that's a different story. But Pearl and solid, totally different. Two different breeds. So you saw I got that out to the dry a little bit quicker. Definitely wants to read off of that. Just left the 4.9 there.
Storm carry prevented it.
I was also on the side of the ball, not the ball's fault, my fault. It's never Storm's fault. My fault. Now if it's any other brand.
This is where the Kool-Aid comes from.
Very nice line right there. I was standing 34, so I moved one back to the right. Getting it out to about what? 7? 6, 7? Reading it, coming back, rolls through the pins. Overall, I'd say it's a good ball. Would I say it's the best? No.
What are you talking about? Other channels quoted this being the best ball on the planet.
It is a really good option. I'll give you that. really have to keep up on the ball maintenance. You can see it does not have enough energy once it starts to get that lane shine, right?
Yeah, but the ball didn't really get that lane shine either.
I think it did.
It kind of curled up a little bit, not much.
But it definitely is in that hybrid phase.
Oh, I would say it's definitely not boxed, but I would say it doesn't get it as lane shine as, let's say, a Black Widow 3.0.
Let's not go there, James.
I just did. See, right there is that's the ball's bread and butter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it
Nice.
is square. It's finicky. Definitely adaptive to how you release the ball, your hand placement, which is good. Something we like to see in a bowling ball. Not my forte though.
No. No.
Like that one, I came around it a little bit more. So yeah, right now the lane is giving me standing on 34, getting it out to 7 to 10. Comes back.
Alrighty, boys and girls, children of all ages, that would be that brand new Roto-Grip X-Cell. And Mr. Kool-Aid. Yep. How many games you got on the ball?
Over 50, probably less than 60.
Okay. So 55, 60 games on the bowling ball. You can give me your blunt and honest opinion. It's taken you almost a month and a half, almost 2 months to get that many games on it. So was it worth your initial investment? That being stated, as Roto-Grip sold you a product that was pretty much true to what they said it was.
Yep.
Okay. So it was worth your initial investment. If you had to buy another one to fill that big, strong, asymmetrical, solid, heavy oil bowling ball, would you go this route or would you go a different route?
I like what this ball gives me. I might look into other products as well.
Harsh reality,
Yeah.
Motive Evoke.
No.
For you, that's fine. Motive Evoke. I really like the Conspiracy HK22 in this category. And I also really like the Storm Absolute Power.
Yeah.
Heavy oil.
Yeah.
Asymmetrical solid bowling ball. Those are my 4. This is kind of hanging out right there with them. I would say this is better than the Columbia Pure Madness, in my opinion, for an asymmetrical solid, but it's still floating right there in that top 4 to 5 area, in my opinion. Really good bowling ball. It's just, for how round it is, they didn't give it a strong enough core or cover. Something's just a little off, in my opinion.
Probably the cover.
So where the Evoke is a really good balance of core and cover to give that round, smooth shape almost throughout the entire lane. Where the X-Cell gets a kind of weak when you try to get too far left, in my opinion. But just my opinion. It's still top 4 or 5. Not shit on it. It's a Storm. You wouldn't let me. All right. 55, 60 games. It's worth your initial investment. You would look at other products. So you probably wouldn't buy this one. You'd probably go a different route. I mean, the harsh reality is really good. You can't say it's not.
Right.
And the Absolute Power. They're both from your Kool-Aid sipping category there. Try to tell me you're going to a high volume house for your next tournament. Tell me you're not going to look for those 2 bowling balls.
So the Absolute Power delays
Correct.
mid lane a little bit.
Correct. It pushes it a little bit and it allows you to play those little tighter angular lines. I really like the Absolute Power. It's one of probably SBI's better asymmetrical solids. It makes the DNA look like child's play. So, all right. So 55, 60 games, you would probably look at something else. It's not a knock on the bowling ball. Now, someone comes in, they only buy 1 bowling ball a year. Is this going to be the one you're going to recommend them to, or once again, are you going to let them look at something else?
It definitely fits a certain category of bowlers. I would probably lean towards something else. It's a little on the stronger end.
It is.
It's not something you can really use all 3 games.
Correct.
That's why it took so long for me to get so many games on it. It's only good for about the first game.
First
7
game.
frames.
First game, yeah. But there's other things on the market that are just as good, and we've already discussed them. So it's really hard as a pro shop operator, or you're standing in the pro shop and you're trying to recommend a bowling ball. It's really hard to recommend something that you know that something else is a little bit better. We're not shitting on the bowling ball. It's just a mediocre bowling ball. They didn't drop the bar with it. They produce a really good product. There's just other products that superseded this product in being a little bit better. We already mentioned all 4. In my opinion. Not taking anything away from the bowling ball. It's still a really good bowling ball. All right. 1 to 4, or 1 to 5. 5 being the greatest, 1 being the lowest. Where would you rank it?
I'll go an even 4.
Okay. I would give it a 2.5, 3.
Half now.
Yes. Yes.
I think it's good for what it is.
It is.
They definitely showed it to be what it is. Like,
Correct.
you look at that, it is brown. You get it to the outside a little bit earlier, comes off of it.
Correct. I still give it a 2.5, 3. It's a mediocre bowling ball, in my opinion. Absolute power, I give it 4. And the absolute power is really good.
That one. Anyway.
I do. But anyway, that'd be Quentin and my take on Roto-Grip X-Cell. Really good bowling ball, just not phenomenal. Would you agree with that or not?
Fair.
Yeah, it's another good bowl. Yeah, nothing special.
Alright.
You definitely didn't make it look special.
I struck a lot.
Oh, see, shots fired. Look at him go. See, everybody else can pick on shot.
Come on, guys. I did strike a lot in this one compared to other ones.
That's true. That is true. All right, like I said before, the only reason we do this is for you guys. We give you guys the knowledge, so when you go to your next pro shop, or you're sitting there on one of those online sites looking to buy a bowling ball, this will give you some information when you go to make that next purchase. All my guys pay for their equipment. None of the equipment is gifted. That is why we can be blunt. We are not sponsored. We can tell you whether the ball is good or not. But that is why we spend a month and a half to month and a half finding and figuring out these products just to be able to come back and tell you. So thank you all for coming by and checking the video out.
Don't forget to hit that Bowlify link, save you a couple bucks on our jerseys. Like, share, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, and we'll see you guys next time.